So, you're debating whether or not you should try League of Legends in 2021. Maybe your friend drug you into the idea. Maybe you saw it being played on YouTube. Perhaps my video mistakenly got recommended to you even though you don't play League. Or maybe you're someone who's been playing League of Legends forever, but your New Year's resolution was to quit League and now you're really contemplating your life decisions. If you're that person, I would like to say good luck, Summoner. Good luck. Anyways, you've caught League at a good time because Season 11 starts today. Yes, as of January 8th, 2021. Wow, that sounds really weird to say. The new season has begun. In other words, now is the perfect time to try out this game for yourself because a lot of things will be new to everyone, especially the items. But before you do try it, here are some things you should know before playing League of Legends in 2021. Number 1. League of Legends is a weird game, in the sense that it's a big love-hate relationship. I think I speak for a lot of people when I say that I've never hated something so much and also loved something so much at the same time. It's just weird, I can't explain it. There will be a lot of moments where you'll probably want to pull your hair out or chuck your monitor across the room. However, there will also be a lot of exciting and hype moments that honestly make up for a lot of the negative. I mean, that's why people come back to this game in the first place. Still, it's a really weird feeling going into a game hating every moment but also loving it. Number 2. League of Legends is extremely addictive if you get hooked on it. It's pretty much a drug, I'm not gonna lie. You hate it, but it makes you feel good, and it's hard to quit once you've started. Okay, never mind, it's definitely a drug. I guess this is my official warning to you saying that if you play this game and enjoy it, you can very easily get addicted and end up spending a ton of time playing this game. But hey, if you're all quarantined up, why not give it a shot? Number 3. There's a lot to learn in this game. There's 153 champions now, and with an average of 4 abilities per champion, passives not included, that's 612 abilities to learn. On top of that, there are 175 plus items, a lot of other random League knowledge stuff like macro play, summoner spells, you name it. Now, I know this can be a bit overwhelming, but honestly, I think League is actually pretty beginner friendly, especially in the MOBA genre. Compared to Dota 2, League is fairly simple. They've even updated the tutorial a lot these last few years to help explain the basics better. I still think it needs work, but it's a lot better than it was before. Additionally, they even made the shop more beginner friendly, which now recommends what items to build into the opposing team. This is actually pretty huge because before you'd just see scrubs walking around with Thormails against a full AP team. In non-League terms, that's like trying to block a bullet with a banana. Okay, maybe that doesn't make sense either. Nevertheless, it will take some time to learn these things, so be prepared to invest some time, and in return, you can expect a lot of enjoyment out of the game. Maybe. However, with that being said, this does play into the dangers of it becoming an addiction, so, just keep that in mind. Also, on a similar note, games can last around 35 minutes on average, which can be slightly off-putting for some people, but if you don't have time for that, there's always ARAM. Number 4. There's a lot of League of Legends terms that would have been very helpful to know before starting the game. To be honest, it's kind of like learning a small language. Here are some common terms that may be helpful to new players or oblivious players. Don't worry, that was me too. CC stands for crowd control. It's basically stuns, slows, anything that really diminishes a unit's ability to fight. AP stands for ability power. AD stands for attack damage, and FF means forfeit, in case people didn't know that one. ADC stands for attack damage carry, and then there are a bunch of more complex terms like split pushing, freezing, slow pushing, which you probably just have to watch another video on. You may be asking, well, who doesn't know this stuff? Well, that would be me. It took me forever to realize what the heck AP meant, so if someone else doesn't have to suffer through that same fate, then I've done my duty. When I first started, people always talk about how the other team had a lot of AP, and I was like, oh yeah, they're pretty busted. I thought it was similar to OP, like overpowered. And it wasn't until months later after I started that I figured out what CC meant. Sometimes I'm a slow learner, okay? The same way I realized that misfortune was actually a phrase, not just the name fortune. That was just me, no one else. Why did that take me so long to understand? Number 5. I'm sure if you've heard of the game League of Legends, then you've also heard the horror stories that can come from it. In other words, you've heard the community can be a little toxic sometimes. Just a little bit. Now, I feel like some form of toxicity comes with most multiplayer games, but I'll be the first to admit that, well, they're right. League of Legends has its fair share of toxic people. If you play this game, you are guaranteed to have games where people call you worthless pieces of trash, bots, or even tell you to go KYS. Kindly yeet Sam. Poor Sam. Why is it always Sam? It's something that this game unfortunately is notorious for having. However, with all that being said, there's still a lot of good people in the community that won't tell you to yeet Sam, but instead will compliment you, tell you good try, good job, or maybe even just not cuss you out. These people are a rare breed, but they are out there. What people also don't realize is that there are ways to play this game that substantially reduce the amount of toxicity. Are you ready for it? don't play rank. That's right, don't play rank. It seems like a simple solution, but in my experience, it's very true. If you're looking to just hang out and have a good time, consider playing some normals or even ARAM. ARAM is freaking underrated. Plus, you get a lot less toxic people on there. Unless you're playing against my friends and I. Because if you do, I'm sorry. We have this rule where we can't end by hitting the Nexus. The other team either has to surrender or the minions have to take it out. We've had some long ARAM games.
God, I hate people like you. Just end. Asterisk, 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 show off.
Sorry. Now, if you're looking for more ways to play League without the toxicity, then try playing with friends. Friends give you a very high chance of not getting a toxic player on your team. True story. Unless your friends are toxic, then you may have a problem.
You friend.
Still, I highly encourage you to play with friends, especially when learning the game, because it can be a huge help and make the experience much more fun. If you're looking for friends, consider joining my Discord. I have specific channels dedicated to finding people to play with. Also, if you're new to the game, people, including myself, will be more than happy to help answer any questions you may have. Also, here's a little bonus one for you. The player base is growing a lot. There are now 115 million players, which is 40 million more than 2018. The pandemic definitely had a lot to do with this, but nevertheless, it's drawing in a lot more new players, so you won't be alone. Overall, once you've learned League and get used to it, I think it's one of the funnest games out there. Don't quote me on that. It's just getting over that initial hump and learning the basics that can be a bit of a drag. But again, if you got a good friend to join you and help you along the way, it can be quite enjoyable. On that note, take your time and enjoy learning the game. I think there's a special experience that every player has when they learn a game for the first time, and League is no exception. Don't rush it, savor not caring for a bit, and just have a good time before the trolls come and ruin everything. This game is hated, this game is toxic, this game is buggy, but at the end of the day, it's a really freaking fun game. And there's a reason why it's in its 11th season. 11 long seasons. These aren't no Fortnite seasons out here. These are real seasons. So now that you've been educated, go out and enjoy the game, unless you're that guy who said they'd quit this year. Then I'll see you in a week. Bye.